The launch of Ardhisasa will strengthen the security of land tenure here in Murang'A and elsewhere in the country, as it has been designed to remove human interference with land ownership records. I want to commend the Principal Secretary, General Nixon Korio, and his staff of the Department of the State Department for Lands and Physical Planning for the painstaking long hours they spent on ensuring that the process of digitizing records was done diligently to avoid errors. And then we also say we are all familiar with the challenges that cropped up after Ardhisasa was launched in Nairobi, mainly due to the hurried manner in which the process was implemented. Of course, there was a lot of pressure from the people, from banks, ISK, from LSK, that we are not doing much that time. The lessons we learned from the case of Nairobi have helped us to improve Ardhisasa platform and the implementation process, this being the second station. Our objective is to ensure the platform becomes accessible in all parts of the country within the shortest possible time frame. Other counties that are next in line are Isiolo, where we should be going in the next 4 weeks, Marsabit, and Mombasa. The pre-launch steps are almost all done for Isiolo and Marsabit. Murang'A is my home county, and I'm very familiar with the challenges residents have always faced with land ownership. I want to assure you that beginning today, those problems are matters of the past. No one will be able to fraudulently tamper with your land ownership records. The Ardhisasa system is designed to alert you by telephone and email a landowner at any time. Being a landowner, anytime there is attempt to conduct a transaction on his or her land. A landowner will get that notification only when they are registered users of Ardhisasa system. So it's also therefore important that we register into the system. Therefore, I encourage your residents who own pieces of land to register, open an account on the platform. We have staff at this registry in Murang'A who have been deployed to assist members of the public to open accounts.
Honorable CS, we are tumeongea na governor na yule waziri wa Mashamba hapa, and we've agreed because they are giving us land pale Kagari Polytechnic to build a school. So instead of generally having 387,000 titles, by the end of the week we should have 387,001 plus another one at KMTC, which will come to your office, because you know we've already gone through the process. We are waiting for it to be identified. They give us a survey area, ndio tukuje tupate hizo shamba tujenge KMTC. And I'm happy because one of the biggest challenges we have, you know, people, even shule zetu nyingi sana hazina titles. So it's a problem that we've been facing. And with digitization, it will help us process all those titles. Another thing I wanted to say, we've had landslides in our areas, not only in Kigumo, but also in Kangema and here. And I think we sat with the president and he agreed that we could get land. I'm sure it will be easier now to identify parcels of land where we can be able to purchase land so that we can give the people who lost all their land. Tuko na watu wetu ambao walipoteza mashamba yao yote, and we know we'll be able to identify, because one of the challenges we had was identifying land that we can be able to resettle our people.
I have brought some amendments in Parliament under the Law of Succession Act, and this will criminalize intermingling with succession property, movable and immovable. It will become a criminal act, because what you find, like in these counties like Murang'A, is one person who feels bigger than the rest of the family members, takes up the whole estate and continues to use it, ignoring everybody else who is a dependent or a beneficiary in that estate. That will now become a criminal action and you'll be punishable by law. And that should assure you that your properties will be much more safer. So I hope the system has taken that into account.
The issue of physical planning exercise, that is a function of the county government, waziri. But kwa sababu waziri, you are here, CC RAD. I don't know why the issue of physical planning is really taking wrong. And I do not know, waziri, how we can be able to expedite the same. Waziri knows there is an issue of physical planning, which I was telling them. I now want to tell Makuyu people to march, to come all the way to the governor's office, because it has taken 3 years. Just the issue of physical planning and denying the people to benefit from whatever needed to be done on that land. Because whatever we are to put up, a KMTC, and I've had my colleague here, Munyoro, talking of getting the same so that they can put up a KMTC. We started long time, during the time of Wairia. And up to today, and immediately even during the campaign, we told our governor about those pieces so that we can have documentation to facilitate the construction of the KMTC. It has taken 3 years. Are we really giving justice to our people? We have RAD, we have no problem. Keno, we cannot miss RAD. Kabati, we cannot miss RAD. So that at least we assist the people from Kadara, from Gataga Upper and Gatangaroa, and Maragua constituency of Murang'A South sub-county. For Kegumo, they will decide either to come here or also to go to Keno or Kabati, wherever we start one. And I think with agreement with Moreu, Chege Chuguna and me, we can be able to set money aside so that within 2 years we are able to construct and finish up with the RAD registry.